What's good? Y'all know what it is. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. One time for the one time. We back on that boxing grind, man. Sorry, I had to push it back a little bit, fellas. Yeah, a couple minutes, man. I had to go shoot a move or two. Definitely appreciate everybody showing love. You know, you know, appreciate it, man. I can't say too much more than that, man. But we're here grinding. We're gonna talk some boxing and yo, wait for everybody to get in the building. Let me get up in the chat on the computer. Get up in this chat, man. Let me know who I'm up here with grinding with. Let me know something. Let me know so I can see y'all on the phone now. What's going on, Saul? King Draw. What's going on, my brother? We here. We back grinding, man. Back on our grind. We're gonna try to make it a good stream. We're gonna try to make it a good live show. What's going on, Emmanuel Monch? What's going on, my brother? What's going on, No Name Rose? What's going on? Appreciate it. She said what's up to the chat. But we're gonna talk about Detroit in the house. You already know what it is, man. Yeah, Broner trip. We're gonna say him towards the end. We're gonna go through this UK situation. Then we're gonna start talking about a little bit what else was going on in the sport of boxing today. So let's speak on this Tyson Fury, man. Somebody hit me up and I seen the video. I was gonna do a video. I said, you know what? I could what's up, LT Green? What's up, B Deal? I could save it for a live stream. Because ain't no real new news broke today, other than the Broner stuff, and a couple other things, we're gonna talk about as well. And also I want to tell y'all, because I ain't gonna do a video on it. It's some new news that just came out. I save it for a video. I'm gonna save it for. I'm gonna hit up a video. I'm gonna chop this video up. It's a question I've been getting a lot. I'm gonna save it for that, but I had something else in store for y'all before I got into this. Let me look it up. Kurtich, remember the dude that beat Antoine Douglas? He's found guilty of racketeering. He got hit with the RICO. He's facing 20 years. A little short guy, White Mike Tyson. I was saying White Mike Tyson. And also we're gonna talk about Billy Joe thing as well too, man. We're gonna get into that. It's gonna get heated, And shout out to the Creed 2 trailer. If y'all haven't seen the Creed 2 trailer, it's heat. Creed 2. It's coming out on Thanksgiving again. Like a couple years ago, it came out on Thanksgiving. But the Creed 2 trailer, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna put it right in. I wish I could put the link in the description right now. But that boy's some heat, man. Creed 2 about to bring the heat. What's going on, Jose Wrench Gang in the building? But we're gonna talk about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury dropped like a minute-long video saying that Deontay Wilder is disrespecting Mike Tyson, and he ain't in this era, but it's another Tyson in this era. And he had knocked Deontay Wilder out in 5 rounds. Look here, man. Tyson Fury is a joke. He's a joke. He's a circus. He a clown. He talking about, he had knocked this guy out. He'd do this. He'd do that. Did y'all see him last Saturday? Did y'all see Tyson Fury last Saturday? Seriously, did y'all see what type of shape he was in? Did y'all see who he was fighting? That's dude needs therapy help, dog. Because without them PEDs and that cocaine in his ass or in his system, he not thinking right. After that performance, dog, he was saying he gonna come back versus a big fighter. Come on, man. Them dudes in the UK been selling wolf tickets, and I was watching. I just seen a title to an interview with Seconds Out Boxing. I think that's what it's called, Radio Raheem. And the guy, I don't know who he is. He says that he says they'll keep the heavyweight title for decades. Like, they delusional over. Like, Fury just talking junk. Like, dude, like we ain't see, like we just ain't see you get do what you did. You was lazy and fat. You didn't do what you supposed to do. And I know he coming back, but the question remains: can he come back without the performance-enhancing drugs in his system? Because obviously, he threw the chemical imbalance in his brain on. He said he could knock Deontay Wilder out in 5. Well, go ahead and send that contract in. Tell Frank Warren, he know Al Haymon. A lot of Frank Warren fighters that's fighting America in the UK are Al Haymon fighters. You know, like James DeGill, I think he promotes him as well too. He's an Al Heyman fighter. So go ahead and tell, since Tyson Fury feel froggy, go ahead and tell Frank Warren to send a contract to Deontay Wilder. This is the same guy that's talking cash shit. Not only did he cheat, he probably had something in his butt when Steve Cunningham put him down. When Steve Cunningham dropped him with a right hand, overhand right. And then he started playing jail bully boxing. He started, jail boxing, putting his weight on him because he couldn't handle it. He ain't gonna be able to do that with Deontay Wilder. He talking all this junk. Cause remember, before he made his comeback, he was saying, "I don't need to warm up. I'll beat Joshua at 40 stone or whatever right now. I beat him at 40 stone." And then all of a sudden, I ain't gonna come back versus nobody. I need a tune-up. I need like 3 or 4 fights. No, dude is a nutcase, dog. I don't pay attention to nothing he say. It ain't like Wilder is disrespecting Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson disrespected Wilder first, and as a man, show no respect, get no respect in return. Period. Show no respect, get no respect in return. I'm not respecting no man that's coming out throwing shots and taking shots at my character and taking shots at me as a boxer. And Mike Tyson, I'm not respecting that. I'm not respecting that at all. And Tyson Fury trying to, just talk. He's just a talker, dog. He a talker. We seen him get put on the floor by a cruiserweight, man. By a cruiserweight, put him on the floor. Steve Cunningham. Ice baby. He was on. He might not. He really wasn't gonna make that 10 count, man. The power that be helped him make that 10 count, because he was up on the floor, looking up like it's 5 minutes till your alarm clock go to work. Can I sneak 5 more minutes of sleep in? That's how he was looking when Cunningham put him down. But he goes on talking. He gonna do this to Wilder. Sit in the contract. I'm tired of all this yip yapping. I'm tired of Swift Hurd yip yapping. I'm tired of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford going back and forth. It ain't been going long, but I'm tired of seeing them go back and forth. I'm tired of the yip yapping. I'm tired of the Big Baby Miller yip yapping. Go ahead and get it cracking. Send them contracts. Stop talking and dancing around each other, and let's make it happen, Captain. Let's make these fights happen. He going around, Fury going around. I beat Bellew, and I whoop him, and I whoop Wilder. Go ahead and send somebody a contract. You just fought the first Safari, a guy nobody ever heard, and you kissed him, bro. That just showed me dude ain't in his right mind. He a closet boy too. He in the Adrien Broner Butt Buddy Club. He in the Butt Buddy Club. He ain't right in the head, man. He ain't right. Them steroids and threw his mind off. He didn't threw his chemical imbalance in his mind off. He wouldn't even come up to Wilder and throw a punch in the street. He wouldn't do that. And Tony Bellew with Eddie Hearn. So he could talk as reckless as he want to. Because he know that fight ain't gonna happen. And that's what's crazy about the situation. These fighters talk so good, but when it come down to crunching numbers, what happened? Where's the contract set? If you want to fight Wilder, I'm pretty sure he down to fight you. Where's the contract set? There's no contracts to be no contract. They don't want no smoke with Wilder. And that's crazy though. These fighters just be talking to hear themselves talk. Real stuff. They just be talking. And Tyson Fury, another one. That act is wear it out. You didn't pick your opponent up, you didn't kiss them, and then he didn't went in there and quit. That shit was orchestrated. The ring walk was more entertaining than the fight with Safari. He went to go handpick. After he talked all this junk, I'm coming back. I'm going to beat Joshua. I beat him at 40 stone, whatever he said right now. I whoop Joshua. Come on, man. Come on. Send a contract to Joshua. Joshua, Fury, Wilder. You talking all this junk about them guys that's about to fight and that's about to be tangled up or got promotional issues between Frank Warren and Eddie pertaining to Tony Bellew. But Luis Ortiz out there. If you want to make a statement, go fight Luis Ortiz then, Tyson Fury. Go fight Luis Ortiz. I don't understand why you ain't brought his name up. Since you want to bring Wilder's name up, you can send Wilder the contract and beat Anthony Joshua to the punch. Like I said, homies just talking. They just talking, man. Like, I'm tired of these boxers just talking. Just fight then. I don't want to hear no tongue boxing. And all of a sudden, everybody Tyson Fury fans. Where did y'all come from? When he beat Vladimir Klitschko, he was the most boringest fighter on the planet. Y'all wasn't celebrating his victory over Vladimir Klitschko. He was vilified. And that's before people knew he had got popped for something. Who was born, and everybody just turned. All of a sudden, he comes back from cheating, and he's a box community superstar. Everybody got mad love for Tyson Fury. No, y'all wasn't on Tyson Fury's side before that, and that's a fact. That's a super fact. Y'all wasn't no Tyson Fury super fans. Only reason people became Tyson Fury fans is because it infused some new blood into the heavyweight division. But he didn't infuse any good blood because he out of shape and he still ain't ready. And will he ever come back is a question, physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? Physically and mentally. He's not going to fight no Luis Ortiz, man. He ain't about it, bro. Seriously. Them dudes is shook at that man, Luis Ortiz. Whatever reason, everybody got a comment on Luis Ortiz. Everybody got something to say. He an old man, he this and that. But everybody else then went their separate ways. Everybody else say no. And then Miller, another fat fucking talking motherfucker, dog. He talk all that junk, but say, oh no, no, I'm not ready for Wilder. Let it build up. Like, shut up, man. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if Puev, if I gotta go overseas, I'm not gonna fight Puev for IBF eliminator. It's time for him to prove something. It's time for Miller to prove something. Instead of beating up dead men, Drake, Weight Drain, and Grandpas and ARP fringe guys, it's time for him to prove something too. We ain't gonna let him slide neither. For sure. Because him and Fury, they talk all that junk. It's time to step up. Fury, watch Fury fight a bum. I guarantee you, because he can't outshine Carl Frampton at Winter Park August 18th. He can't outshine that man. He can't outshine him. So Fury, he ain't gonna fight no Shannon Briggs. He ain't gonna fight nobody. Like, he's gonna be another guy. He might be a heavyweight. This time we might get Fury versus a legit heavyweight. We might get him versus a legit heavyweight. You need to call Miller up. Go ahead and make an example out of Big Baby Miller. Go ahead and clip that chin. That'll be a good fight. Never before has it been 800 pounds or almost 1,000 pounds in the ring. Tyson Fury and Luis Ortiz make it happen. Oh, yeah, Wilder do owe Big Baby an ass whooping. Like I said, if Wilder didn't get Joshua this time, that's who I would go for. I wouldn't go for Brazil. Brazil is suing me. That's a conflict of interest. He got to drop that lawsuit for to get that fight. And that's what I'm going to tell the WBC. I ain't fighting no fucking Miller. Brazil. He's suing me. Joshua already taxed that ass. You know what I'm saying? He already didn't beat his ass already. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no point of whooping on Fatback on Brazil. What am I doing? I'm not accomplishing nothing but him trying to sue me. That's what it is, though. But we talk about Billy Ho Saunders, man. Billy Ho Saunders ducks the middleweight division. He's ducked all the American talent. It sounds like if he does this, he ducked it. It sounds like Billy Joe Saunders is going all the way up to middleweight, super middleweight, excuse me. And we knew this for a time. It was more people thought he was going to challenge the winner Callum Smith and George Groves. That's what we thought he was going to challenge. But he didn't. If he moving up and I don't see him coming back down, dude did duck Charlo, Jacobs, Derevchenko, Boo Boo. Even though Boo Boo kind of ducked him, but Boo Boo, he done ducked everybody. Ryota Murata, he done ducked everybody at middleweight. And Canelo and Triple G and Billy Joe Saunders done ducked the whole division. They don't want to fight them American boys for nothing. So be prepared for Billy Joe Saunders. If he beats James DeGale or loses, be prepared for Billy Joe Saunders. Be prepared for Billy Joe Saunders to actually vacate that WBO belt, and then it's gonna go to the next highest two rankers. Now I'm not saying that's gonna happen anytime soon, because September 15th, the same day as Canelo Triple G2, is the targeted date for Billy Joe Saunders and James DeGale. And now Billy Joe Saunders is picking on James DeGale because he knows James DeGale ain't right. So his plan is to beat James DeGale, unify with the Callum Smith and George Groves winner and retire. That's his plan. So he didn't manage to make his great escape out the middleweight division and not fight nobody. Nobody. Billy Joe Saunders has managed to escape the middleweight division if he moves up and fight DeGale September 15th, and he manages to fight nobody. His best wins is Andy Lee, Chris Eubanks Jr., and I think he beat Gary Spike O'Sullivan. He's made his great escape out the middleweight division without fighting any of the young or any of the American talent. And you know what? Triple G gonna do the same. He beat Canelo, he lose, whatever it may be. They're going to do a trilogy, and I expect Triple G to retire. Seriously. His wife has been pressuring him to retire for the last 2 years. I did a video on it. So, you know, it leaves Canelo. So how is Canelo going to escape out this division is the question. But Billy Joe Saunders, he'd have found a way up out that boy. You know, he went to super middleweight. And you know he ain't fighting David Benavidez. You know Billy Joe Saunders not fighting David Benavidez. And you know he not fighting Gilberto Ramirez. But Gilbert, he ain't fighting either one of them. He going there for the UK pickings. And he going to retire a guy that never made a mark in America. And they happy. And that's the mindset in the UK. That's the mindset in UK. Yes, that's 68. That's the mindset in the UK. Don't just bash Anthony Joshua. They just like Eubanks said. Like I seen it with my own. He told Roy Jones in the interview. He said, "I never really wanted to fight you. I was just happy to be mentioned in the same breath in the same conversation as you." He said, "I knew you was the better fighter." They know what's gonna happen. That's the mindset of the UK. The mindset of the UK versus everybody. And let's go seek and destroy and go whoop some American hind. Because they know when they go across that pond, tick tock, you might beat a couple guys. You might beat a Carson Jones. You might get an old Roy. You might get a Beehive. You might get a few. But you know somebody got your number. Somebody got your ticket, and that foot going to be right up your butt. Billy Joe Saunders knew that. And if he pulled this duck move, man, Billy holds Saunders for life. He retires without fighting any of the American competition. He retired. He moves out of middleweight. He's going to move out of middleweight, fight the Gill, fight the winner, Groves and Smith, and retire. No respect for me from him. He could have fought Jamal Charlo, went to the bargaining table. He didn't want to. That dude did not want to come to America because you know why? Because he's the slickest fighter in the UK. He got the best defense in the UK. We come to America, he's just a regular motherfucker, dog. He's a regular boxer. He's a regular boxer. There's a whole bunch of boxers like him and some. He was never confident. He was never confident in coming over here and whooping on somebody. You know, and that's the truth. That's the truth, man. He never wanted to come over here and prove that he the best. Same thing with Anthony Joshua. At least Tyson Fury then walked across the pond and fought Steve Cunningham, and Fury was the A side. So I give him that problem. He did fight a cruiserweight in Cunningham. Billy Joe Saunders ain't tried to come over. He fought David Lemieux in Canada and went right back to the crib. He went right back to the crib. You know, he fought Willie Monroe. Yeah, he picked his opponents wisely. He really did. He picked his opponents wisely. What up to the bottom line, Sandy Warden? What's going on, brother? He picked his opponents wisely, dog. And this dude gonna move up. And you know why he fighting the Gill? Because the Gill only got one arm. He seen them Caleb Truex 2 fights. He seen them Caleb Truex 2 fights, bro. He said, you know what? That's the guy I want. And this ain't no surprise to me, dog. This wouldn't even be James DeGale right now. You know that? Because it was been rumors out there Billy Joe Saunders moving up to 168 pounds and facing the World Boxing Super Series tournament winner. That's nothing new. But you know what, man? Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, they get the Duck Award of the Year, man. They some ducks, man. Because they froze out all the young American talent. They never wanted to test themselves for real. And it's interesting to see how Canelo Alvarez going to finesse himself out this situation. You know, people say, well, Canelo will fight anybody. Canelo is on thin ice. Thin ice. He about to be a goner. He ain't going to be able to recover his image as Triple G gun in there and put a dog leash on him and a collar on him and a choke chain on him and dog walk him around that ring. He's done. He's done. He's done. If Triple G dog walk him in Las Vegas, in any point of fight, if Triple G knock him down, knock him out, and beat the dog walking shit out of Canelo Alvarez, he's done. There's no salvaging that image. All that hope and all that attention from Golden Boy, that's going to Jaime Munguia. They gonna sew a deal up with him. His promoter, he gonna have a co-promoter, and Golden Boy gonna transfer that power on to him. But the difference is with Jaime Munguia, he can handle his business. He 21. He big, he tall. He ain't got a problem with making weight. He not a welterweight at middleweight like Canelo Alvarez. That's not his issue. He was never too. Canelo was designed to be a welterweight, but it didn't work. He was too big. He was too big. It's about to get ugly. I'm trying to tell you, man, I don't really like what Triple G be saying. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for Triple G's skill set. and I said it on several occasions, but people tend not to hear me. But if Triple G beat Canelo Alvarez, there's no salvaging that title. There's no salvaging Canelo Alvarez no more. It's done. And I picked him to win the first fight. I like Canelo. I seen that he improved after the Mayweather fight. Cool. But with him, Billy Joe Saunders, and Triple G did to the rest of the division, as soon as the division got hot, soon as the division got hot, everybody went away. Peter Quillen faded away because they thought Matt Corby was about to bring that heat. My James Brown boys, they thought Corby was going to bring that heat. He gave that belt up. Then Andy Lee went in there because Corby would talk, well, I'm going to fight Triple G. He was one of the only few guys at the time saying I wanted to fight Triple G. So that scared a lot of dudes away, like Peter Quillen. And when you grow older, you find out the loudest mouth in the room, they ain't about shit. Nigga get to talking all that shit, guaranteed. Pop, pop, pop. His jaw gonna be right on the damn basement floor. So Peter Quillen let that hype scare him. And then Andy Lee, he got that ass, he whooped that boy button, Corby. And what people don't know, Demetrius Andrade got offered the Corby fight. He was a WO 154-pound champion. You know what Andrade said? Because he could have moved up and got that title, said, oh, it wasn't enough money. Like I'll be telling people, they continue to bring up Demetrius Andrade, bro. I have a long laundry list of him being a pussy. And I say it just like that, and I say it to his face. That's why they don't want me to have no press credentials, dog. You gotta keep it a buck. And then Peter Quillen, he sits out the ring, and like I said, Al Heyman say, taught him how to invest his life. He got real estate, so he Gucci. You know what I'm saying? He good with his money now. You know what I'm saying? So Quillen got out the way. Obviously, Caleb Truex moved up for greener pasture. Now the division is clear. It cleared out, but they weren't expecting the Charlo twin to rise like that. They weren't expecting Jamar to outgrow that weight class. They weren't expecting the resurgence of Danny Jacobs. They weren't expecting Demetrius Andrade to pop his head out the grass. They weren't expecting Sergey Derevchenko to come up. They weren't expecting that wave. They was probably expecting like an All-Lar to move up. They was probably expecting, Cotto to potentially, throw his hat in at the 160-pound, weight class. They was expecting some guys, you know what I'm saying? But they weren't expecting to do a wild cards in there like Charlo, like Jacobs, like Andrade, like Derevchenko. They weren't expecting guys like that to jump up in that ring. And as soon as the division put a little bit of Frank hot sauce on there, look at them. They all scattering like little ants. They scattering. They scattering. And it's only gonna get deeper for you, bro. It's only gonna get deeper. Because Lucky looked like a damn good middleweight. He looked a little bit too small. So Lucky can give some guys some problems. You know what I'm saying? Lucky for sure can give some guys some problems. You know what I'm saying? Robert Brandon's another guy that's gonna come down and he can probably give some guys some problems. He's the mandatory for Ryder Murata's junior middleweight belt. Ryder Murata gonna give some guys some problems. See, it's a lot of guys that people don't really know about, and probably some guys that I really don't know about that really got it like that. The Falcoa brothers from Brazil, they gonna give some guys some problems. Yamaguchi, the younger one, is fighting Demetrius Andrade. And then the guy that whooped on Sergey Derevchenko in the World Series of Boxing, Brian Carlos Castanos, he's at junior middleweight. He's 6'1". He can move up at any time in middleweight. See, now that it's getting serious and it's getting real, a lot of them guys that would say, oh, I'm ducked, I'm feared. No, they got contingency plans, man. Billy Joe Saunders been ready to hit the race. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his motherfucking face in my TK47 voice. Billy Joe Saunders been rumored to run up to super middleweight for a long time. And you know what? I respect that Billy Joe Saunders did beat James DeGale. You know what I'm saying? I respect that he go fight Benavidez or Ramirez. I respect that. I take back what I said to the most part. But he didn't want no parts of these American fighters that was slick and that was fast and powerful, just like him. They spoke that language very, very well. And that's the mindset of the UK. That's an embedded mindset. They happy with being just the king of that area. And they telling their fans, you know what, this the hub for boxing. Y'all motherfuckers ain't the hub for boxing. Y'all not. Won't happen. Y'all don't have enough versatility. All your fighters basically fight on the front foot and don't have no defense. You feel me? Y'all not the hub for boxing. It can happen if y'all actually get some better coaches over there, because y'all ain't taught defense, man. Defense. No defense. And the fighters know And them fighters in the UK, the majority of them, and I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but they know they behind American fighters in boxing. They know it. They know it. Your average UK fighter or your average UK prize fighter, they know they can't whoop nobody in America. Because they know what the fate is. You know, Kilbrook came over here twice. First time he got whooped twice, I think. He came over Oklahoma, got whooped on by Carson Jones. Can I get an amen? He got whooped on by Carson Jones. They gave him a motherfucking a pass. They gave him a G pass. He got out of that. He came back. He did beat Carson Jones up. Came and beat Kilbrook. But guess what? Earl Spence went right over there and put fire to that ass. We remember that. Okay. So they already got it embedded in their mind that we don't got to go over there. And you got guys that handle their G shit. You got guys like Josh Taylor. Like a lot of people don't know, Josh Taylor done fought twice over here already. You know? But he another guy that got to shore up the defense. He's a good fighter. You know, Josh Kelly is a good fighter. But when he come over here with that hands down shit, he ain't no Sergio Martinez and no Roy Jones. He more closer to John Pascal with that style. He think he's slick because he's slipping and dodging all these subpar competition right now. Get in there with an Earl Spence and see if that hurt. That work. It's not gonna work. You gotta shore your game up. And in the UK, they only give y'all half the game with most of them fighters. Half the game. And the sparring, you sparring each other. So it's sparring each other. Then you go over here and then you get whooped on. Because in America, this is where all the fighters want to be at that want to be something. This is where Lennox Lewis came when he got knocked out. With Emmanuel. This is where Vladimir Klitschko came when he got knocked out. With Emmanuel. This is where Amir Khan came when he got knocked out. With Freddie Roach. When Pacquiao was getting knocked out, where he come to? Even though he from the UK, he came to Freddie Roach. This is where they come at because you know why? You know what's an integral part about them guys rebuilding their career? The sparring, the tutelage. Like I said, the American coaching game ain't what it used to be, but the UK coaching game ain't shit. It ain't shit. A lot of those guys got a lot of talent to be something better than what they are. Like Amir Khan, all them fast hands and fast feet and great and everything. Tools to be one of the best fighters. And his fighters before that had a weak chin, but he don't know how to protect his weak chin. He don't have chin insurance. Like Virgil Hunter said, if I had Amir Khan from the beginning, would nobody be able to whoop him? And I believe him on that. What's up, Junior the Truth, my brother? I believe it. I put that on everything I love. If Virgil Hunter had Amir Khan, wouldn't nobody been able to whoop him. He from the beginning. He didn't learn how to be slick. He didn't learn how to bend. See, Josh Kelly got that ability, dog. He got to get over here and get some American sparring because just fighting, you know, these guys and sparring against some UK guys, it ain't going to work. Anthony Yarde, too. Anthony Yarde, you can see the ability. He got to get that American sparring, dog. And not only just American sparring, you spar the upright European style, you spar the aggressive style, you spar the Cuban style, you spar the classic black style, you spar the Sean Porter headbutting rugby, you spar every style. In the UK, you just sparring the same shit every day. The same type of person. Now, I'm not saying everybody fight the same, but everybody is offensive. Everybody in the front foot. Nobody worry about moving their hand. Nobody been at the waist. Nobody can transition like this and that. It's the same shit. What's going on, Body Snatcher Vince? What's going on, bro? But it's the same stuff, man. Billy Joe Saunders get back on track. He ducked, man. If he move up to super middleweight, he ain't coming back down. Everybody worried about Billy Joe Saunders going super middleweight. Billy Joe Saunders is a big 160 pounder. He about 6'1", long arms, bare knuckle boxing before with the gypsies. That's the lifestyle what I'm learning from him. So he got a jaw and he got speed and he got skill. Should he dominate James DeGill? Yeah, that James DeGill, he should dominate him. He knows it. He's cherry picking James DeGill. And James DeGill thinking like, yeah, I got a middleweight coming up. My nigga, you just got your ass whooped by a middleweight and Caleb Truex. And some people think you got whooped twice by him. Some people think you got whooped twice by him. He says, I'm not trying to be funny, Fat Apples. Dominic Ingle, Rob McCracken, Adam Booth have more belts in their camp than most trainers over the world. And that don't mean nothing. How many Adam Booth fighters that got whooped on? How many Dominic Ingle fighters that got whooped on? I ain't trying to be funny neither. Rob McCracken came and talked all that junk about Carl Froch whooping on Andre Ward. What happened? What happened to Squidward? Squidward went home to his beautiful wife crying. Nose sliding off his face. No sliding off his face. What happened? Y'all can say, oh, they got these many belt holders. Belts don't mean nothing, really. Really? Is you the guy? Are you the guy that people say, you know what? That WBO champion Terrence Crawford, that's the best fighter at welterweight. Or do they say, you know what? Maurice Hooker, he one of the title holders, but he all right, but I don't know if he the best. That's a difference. If somebody can identify you and say, oh yeah, he a title holder, I think he might be one of the best. All right, then we talking, or he holds 2 titles. He the best, he the best middleweight right now. It's a difference. You can have title holders in camp all day. What it mean? Because every time they come over here, we know what happened. If it wasn't for Calzaghe and Honeygun, woo! And that one Kell Brook win, even though we got it back, woo! And then that Darrell win over Froch, that was mad funky. A lot of brothers thought that Darrell beat on Froch. A lot of them. And then Miguel Kessler came over here too. He was a big top dog. He was a big Ward was a big underdog. You know what? Y'all always take credit away. Oh, Ward hit butted him. And at the end of the day, Miguel Kessler got whooped on. He got whooped on. He came over here. He had fought Calzaghe. I watched that fight. It was a Saturday night, obviously. That fight came on. I made room. I was in high school. I made room to watch that fight. Big Calzaghe fan. But you know what? Andre Ward, he did that boy dirty, Miguel Kessler. He did Kessler dirty. And Carl Froch was struggling with him. But you know why? Andre Ward, that guy. A belt holder usually means the best. No, it don't. We talking Fat Apples. We talking about probably 20, 30 years ago. Now, if it was just 3 belts, I'm like, you know what? He might be the best. Nah. So do you consider Maurice Hooker the best? I would think not. You wouldn't consider him the best at 140 pounds. Would you consider Relic the best? A lot of people wouldn't consider him the best because he don't have that much notoriety. And anybody with a boxing mind and eyes would not consider Jared Hurd one of the best junior middleweights. I think a couple guys could whoop him. He a good fighter, but I don't consider him the most skillful guy at the division. I might identify him as a top dog, but I know what's coming. Oh, yeah, it's a storm coming, all right. I think Jaime Maguire, after y'all see what he do to Lima Smith, y'all going to hop on that bandwagon. Brian Carlos Castanos, he'll put put Jared Swift Hurd in the pine box. Let's keep it real. He'll put Jared Hurd in the pine box. Charlo, he ain't eating all them fucking right hands. All them right hands that miss versus Trout, he putting them on. I'm just keeping it real. Billy Joe Saunders, what did he do to be the best? Even Triple G, he didn't prove shit to be the best at middleweight. He beat David Lemieux for a title. Who knows who he beat for the WBA title? That was an interim title turn, regular title turn, super title. David Lemieux, come on, man. Canelo, he ain't beat nobody at middleweight neither, dog. Benavidez had an excellent fight. He a title holder, but we don't know. Gilberto Ramirez, he absolutely has fought nobody. James DeGill, he got dog walked by Truex. George Groves might prove to be the best super middleweight. He might prove to be the best super middleweight. Go to light heavyweight. Kovalev got a title, but do we really know that he the best? Do we really know if he really came back and recovered from Andre Ward? No, we don't. Not fighting Travisky and ignorant Malakakakak, whatever that guy's name is. No disrespect. I don't know how to pronounce it. Dimitri Bivol, oh, he looked the best, but do we really know he's the best? He's a super WBA title holder. Do we know he's really the best? You don't know until these guys start fighting each other. And all I'm saying is it's real convenient for Billy Joe Saunders. It's real convenient for Canelo and Triple G to all fight each other or get the hell out the division. Billy Joe Saunders never wanted to fight Danny Jacobs. He never wanted to fight Jamal Charlo. He never wanted to fight Andrade, to be honest. And Andrade probably didn't want to fight him. He didn't want to fight Ryota Murata. He didn't want to fight none of the divisions, the other shit in the division. He want to stay in the UK, and that's their mindset. We can stay in the UK and be kings over here and be kings of our own country because we already know we queens and princesses and pheasants over in the United States when the going gets tough. And they need somebody to come over here and really change that mindset. Tyson Fury is a product of changing that mind. He fought over here. Josh Taylor fought over here twice, I believe, Texas and Vegas, or somewhere in Nevada, I believe. So they do have Kell Brook. He hid out for a minute. He had some excuses, but he came over. He tested the waters out. Amir Khan, he jumped balls deep in. He jumped in with Freddie Roach after getting knocked out. So you have your people that do try, but that mindset, my mindset got to be contagious. Not just Anthony Joshua. I don't want to fight in the United States. Okay. Because you see Triple G, when his career was stagnant and he was on the shelf just fighting in Germany, nobody knew who he was. Only reason people knew Triple G is if you watch the amateurs and Max Kellerman kept bringing them up every time they bring up the middleweight title holders. Yeah, they get $50. They're comfortable. They're comfortable. They see all the crowds and stuff. At the end of the day, it's cool. You're happy the money you're getting. You're a celebrity in your local area. You that guy in the UK. But is that all you want? Or do you want to be on the world stage and be considered pound for pound the best? And you can't tell me, I can't remember a UK guy being pound for pound best. Because they don't rank the heavyweights. If you want to say Lennox, I've been told heavyweights and cruiserweights don't qualify to be on the pound for pound list. Truthfully, and that's the fact. That mindset got to try. But Billy Joe Saunders, the boy didn't got out of Dodge though. I knew he was gonna hit the race, dog. I knew it because I have been hearing it for a few months. I ain't been hearing it for 4-5 months. I've been hearing it for about a year. And another thing, man, I'm gonna say this before we continue on to Adrien Broner. These dudes get credentials. You get interviews. I've done a couple in my heyday. And the reason, like I said, I don't do them because I don't, like right now, I don't want to be, oh, you biased, or I don't want to be biased and say, no. I don't want to say, oh, I know him from doing the Errol Spencer interviews or him interviewing Terrence Crawford. I don't want that. Every subscriber you see, and I definitely appreciate everybody in here that subscribe or just watch or just hate and hit the dislike button all the time. But every sub I got, dog, hey, dog, I scratched and clawed for it, dog. I scratched and clawed for every sub that I got. It wasn't over interviews. It was all for, I know the game, knowledge. And I don't try to be as biased. I just try to call it straight down the middle. I do shit the other pages don't do. But like I said, though, it is what it is. Talking about Adrien Broner. Boy, like I told y'all, though, I'm seeing him talk to Fred, man, at the fights. Now I'm seeing him talk to Ellie Setback and talk to everybody at the fights. He looked different with his purse on. Him and Earl had matching purses on, man. Whew. That broke my heart when I see Earl with a purse on, dog. But that's my guy, though, man. Still gonna rock one. I guess that's what the kids doing these days. I ain't gonna never let my son wear no purse. You know what I'm saying? Beat the hell out of him if I had one. But yeah, man. Broner, man. I don't know what's going on with him, man. And it ain't like Broner is an orphan or he been through the foster system like Gervonta Tank Davis or had a hard life. In Cincinnati, and by no means is soft. You know what I'm saying? This Cincinnati is the dirt. Cleveland is the dirt. Real shit. And that ain't no soft hood, man. Broner, don't get it twisted, though. Don't get it twisted. You ain't going to just run up on Broner and not pay the price, or at least pay the price before you get yours in. Broner certified probably street dude. I give him that. Nazeem Richardson to tell you that. Listen to some of the stories Nazeem Richardson talk about Adrien Broner. Real shit. Real shit. Look at some of the he said, man, when Broner got knocked out by Madonna or got beat by Madonna, Nazeem Richardson say, brother Nazeem say, man, I'm worried. I'm worried about that guy because I'm worried that the wrong fan gonna say something to him. He gonna hurt him because I know where Broner come from. He know him and Rasheed Warren and all them from the dirt, dog. They from the dirt, but he crying out for help, man. And at the end of the day, I think it's for attention, dog, and sell tickets and stuff. But he gotta stop doing that because if you just kind of really remember where he come from, or you kind of remember the time. I remember the time he was at the Wax Museum. He had the gun and say he's about to end it. And just saying, I'm at the Wax Museum. He had the red hoodie on and the Wax Museum fake gun to his head. And it's hard, man. It's hard. I don't ever want to see a brother deal with this type of mental, stress or shit like that. And just because you got money, it don't solve everything. It solve a lot of things. But if you a guy that got a lot of people around you and you let people dictate how you move or you continue to be a yes man. See, one of the dudes that I do admire, he's the left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys, Tyron Smith. He gave all his family members that he wanted to give some money. They blew through him. He cut them all off. He said, I gave you that money. Y'all not going to fuck my future up. Even his own mom, he cut him off. And Broner got to learn how to deal with that and cut these dudes off. Seriously. Love Would Be More TV, man. Shout out to Would Be More. Shout out to Vince for subscribing to Junior the Truth. Shout out to the homie Junior the Truth. Y'all go ahead and subscribe. Excellent production. We need to put that brother on the pedestal where he deserves to be, man, for sure. Like I said, his production is second to none on this shit, man. But like I said, man, you know, and it ain't just Broner though. You see the fashion lady, she killed herself. People killing themselves. This shit is an epidemic, dog. And it ain't just it ain't just natural. This shit ain't natural when people want to kill themselves. It's legitimately I got something about Chocolito. I'll let you know something. I got some news on him. I'm glad you brought him up. But it's something that they put in this food, man. See, I'm on the verge of quitting eating meat. So I stop eating red meat and pork and all that, just chicken. You know, I just like chicken, but I could give it up. You know, good shish kebab with pineapple, some grilled chicken, seasoned right. You know what? But I'm on the verge of giving that shit up because all the hormone thing. What up, Marlo's Corner? What's good? I missed trivia last night, bro. Just going through some things. But y'all go to subscribe to Marlo's Corner too. Go get your boxing lesson, man. They got some good stuff, and I think Mike Biggs boxing be on there, man. I support that brother right there too. But it's what they putting in this food now, man. All these growth hormones and all this stuff they putting in the cattle, and it's really not natural for humans to eat meat. From what I'm understanding, what I'm learning, they telling you that you need meat for protein. That's one of the biggest lies on the planet. You know, I'm learning that hemp, the vegetable hemp, has the most protein. Vegetable protein is where you want to get it from. When you get them amino acids from the animal, that's from the animal eating vegetation. That's from eating grass and the leaves and shit. Look at a gorilla. A gorilla peel open a banana and eat green leaves all day. He big as hell. He don't eat meat. He's a vegetarian. So at the end of the day, it's what they putting in this food and what they putting in the air. If you ever knew about chemtrails, you know, and how I think the videos of Prince, you know, talking about the chemtrails, it's what they doing to these people. It's a form of population control. This gay shit they pushing. It's some population control too. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what it is, man. This is deeper than Broner. People say, well, he might have been something happened as a kid. I don't want to put it out there like that, but it's definitely concerning, man. And a dude with all this money, and he seemed like he having fun. He at the bar. He got problems, man. He got problems because the lady was suing him. More money from the lady. He had a sex tape, sued him in Vegas, and then he got sued again. You know, probably about the guy he dropped in Vegas and knocked him out. So he got a lot going on dealing with life. But this is a dude that come from a 2-parent household. His daddy was there. His mama was there. He got a twin brother. He got the Peterson brothers that lived on the street, living from car to car. The Peterson brothers, man, who had it harder than them? Who had it harder than the Peterson brothers and Tank Davis as a child? Who had it harder than them? Not too many had them harder if you don't know their stories. Barry Hunter is the guy that gets a grant to take kids up off the street. People don't know that. He got all this. Devin Alexander, Vaughn is the nigga that did 10 years in jail. About 10 years and came out and he boxing. Kevin Cunningham, ex-cop. Virgil Hunter he could reach out to. Paula Maldonado stay talking. How much more help and serenity and peacefulness do this guy need? He's getting all this advice from Floyd Mayweather and gave him advice. Roger Mayweather didn't work with him, gave him. These are all guys that have been through it all. And at the end of the day, his story, we already know his story not going to end out well, man. We know he probably going to come back and fight, but, you know, when you got 8 kids, that's stressful, dog. But how many other kids he got, that's stressful, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, we hard on that brother, dog, but, you know, I'm just, you know, fearful that we going to open the paper and something going to happen to him. You know, but I don't know if it's for show or whatever it may be, man. Hell no, that's the prescription drugs these motherfuckers taking. That's what straight shots say. You might can say that as well, too, but at the end of the day, Brett Favre was on all that shit, too. He still went out there and performed and got his money. Trying to tell y'all, dogs, that shit they putting in the food, man. But Broner is a wild boy, man. But somebody asked about Chocolito. Javarius Moore, you don't know the game, bro. You hating. Yeah. I read your comments just to give you some shine, bro. One of them made-up accounts because I ain't never seen them before. But about Chocolito. Chocolito's supposed to be headlining 360 Promotions. That's Tom Loeffler promotional company. Super Flyweight 3. I believe Chocolito is going to rematch Juan Estrada on that card sometime in September. I think it's I ain't gonna give you a date like I know, but it's sometime in September. They're talking about that's happening for Chocolito. Soren Riebenstein was gonna be on that card, but he fighting in Thailand. His girlfriend broke up with him, and he was heartbroken. The dude that beat Chocolito ass. So if y'all wondering about him as well, he might appear on that card, but it sounds like he's just gonna fight at the crib. You know, him and Estrada had a good fight, and he's a good fighter. So I'm surprised he didn't try to get into that bantamweight World Box Super Series tournament. I ain't gonna even get into that. So Troy Graham, let's deal with some facts. Wilder will never be as feared as Mike Tyson, never be respected Mike Tyson. So I agree with Tyson Fury on that. Yeah, you're right. He'll never get up. But at the end of the day, if he beat Anthony Joshua and become undisputed, I say that's a good win. And the reason they don't respect Wilder is because they don't like him. And let's keep it real. Mike Tyson didn't do a whole lot of nothing. Every time he stepped up, he got smacked back down. That's real. And when you say prime Roy Jones and prime Mike Tyson or focus Adrien Broner, that's all in the same category, my brother. Mike Tyson is the bigger young prime Mike Tyson would have did this and that to Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield was always gonna whoop Mike Tyson. Always would have whooped on Mike Tyson. He didn't fear him. He didn't have a chin issue. It was never gonna happen for him. Now Lennox Lewis, he probably could have got Lennox Lewis before he got with Emmanuel. I'll give you that. But Evander Holyfield was always gonna shove his foot up Mike Tyson behind. Evander didn't fear nothing. Evander was calm, poised. You see, he looked terrible in his first two fights before he fought Mike Tyson back after the heart issue. The first two. And you know what he did to Mike? He put Mike Dick in the dirt. And that's a fact. Yeah, we get to 50-0. Yeah, he get to 50-0. Fish is not considered meat, though, Fat Apples. It's poultry. Yeah, he did knock out Buster Douglas. What's going on, Wayne Jr.? You can talk boxing because all this speculation on another man's personal life isn't right. No one. Anytime somebody invites you into their personal life, Troy Graham, that is what it is, my brother. Anytime somebody puts something on social media, they want the attention. So we going to talk about it. I'm not going to beat a dead horse in there, but if it's that bad, keep it to yourself. It's another thing for you guys that's in the another thing for you guys that's on the internet like 7A Sports say, stop putting pictures of your girlfriend up and shit like that. And get, I love her. So you inviting other niggas to come and try to get her, bro. Keep your personal life off social media. If y'all having issues, keep that off social media, man. You know, y'all never want to go at each other on social media. That's inviting people to come entertain. Oh yeah, for sure, Renato too, man. My brother, I appreciate you. I'm telling you, Fury on that shit again. You might not be on that shit, you know, when you like 7A Sports, when you get off that shit, man, you know, you need psychotherapy. See, I know a lot of guys that took steroids. Like I said, I don't know them, but, you know, I used to live. Legendary powerhouse Jimon Woodward. You know, a lot of guys in there was on steroids. Big guys, you know, they cover up with their hoodies on and shit like that, man. And, you know, what's his name? Ronnie Cycli, one of the famous professional lifters that's out of the Metro Detroit area. Motherfucker eat like 10 chicken breasts for lunch, dog. Motherfucker 20 damn protein shakes to a workout. You could tell, you know, when they get off that shit, they get crazy. They always moody, always edgy. You know, they always gym dominant. Like, at the end of the day, man, I don't never want it that bad when I lift, dog. I don't never want it that bad. Just to cheat and cut corners. No, I do it natural, dog. The most thing I might have is a protein shake at the most, or some amino acids. But that's the base protein. All that other shit, I don't need it, dog. I love to feel the pain when you rep it. I love to feel the pain of the steel on my bones. I love the recovery to tear down the muscle and go out with your girl and walk and go to a restaurant. You feel like you're hurting your muscles, buzz. I love that shit. I don't need no recovery. When it's in your genetics, it's different, though. You know what I'm saying? That's true. When you in your genetics, it's different. You know? And so, but you go to Detroit, you see a lot of guys, man, but I gain that all the time. You just got to work at it, man. Some people got to work harder than others. I ain't got to work that hard. I still walk in the gym and put up 225 like 25 times. I still walk in that bitch, probably hit 400 a couple times. It's just I did it for so long. I got the muscle memory, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yep. Any questions y'all got, man? Let's go. I'm talking about Fury on that cocaine. Yeah, possibly. Cocaine do mental damage to you too. You know, let's compare Wilder's current 10 careers to boxing. Ain't nobody saying Wilder is Tyson. It ain't Tyson, dog. Let's not get into that debate. We're not saying nothing about Wilder and Tyson, dog. Mike Tyson. We know Mike Tyson was the better fighter, dog. Just period. It ain't no debate, bro. But at the end of the day, what people missing is, did Deontay Wilder pose to let Mike Tyson disrespect him? No. Is Deontay Wilder supposed to think he better than Mike Tyson? Fuck yeah. Fuck you mean? You supposed to think you better. Ain't nobody better than you. You the baddest man on the planet right now. Mike Tyson had his day. And he let Robin Gibbons and Don King take his day away from him. But in his prime, Mike was a bad boy. Mike brought more fans to boxing than any other fighter. Mike is still responsible for fans coming to the sport. He might be on that powder. Any questions y'all got, man? What you think about Jennings and Rivas? I seen that. I don't even know who Rivas is, though. I gotta go back and check who the hell he is. And I'll be watching fighters fight, and I don't even know who the hell they be, man. So, I'm looking like I'm gonna go to that. The Clarissa Shields fight. I'm gonna have to do that breakdown. I did all the studying and stuff. CJ, thoughts on Jay-Z being named president of operations basketball shirt for Puma. Puma better. Jay-Z can come over there and do whatever he want, but if he ain't gonna design them shoes, he gotta design better basketball shoes, man. Vince Carter was the last dude to sign with Puma. If it's about marketing shoes and selling shoes, it's about the design. Even Jordan, man, when that dude stopped designing shoes for Jordan, it was over with. Ain't no other Jordan shoe came out that was hot. Them Westbrooks, they trying to say hot, them garbage. Garbage. Even LeBron shoes, they made the hoop, but ain't nobody wearing them to look fresh. All the shoes that's really hot, like the Air Maxes, the old retro Jordans, and stuff of that nature, that people is really wearing like that. Them old retros, the pennies, the phone pots, those are supposed to be Scottie Pippins. He turned them down. So Puma got to get in there and get a shoe. A good shoe designer. And how you get a good designer is reaching out to the youth and some of them young kids that got ideas. See, I ain't really into shoes like that, man. I got some Air Maxes, some Forces over there, and some Adidas what they call it, Turbine. I only wear them like twice. My girl bought them for me. I got some retro ones. I only bought them because I needed something to wear for 4th of July. They all clean. I don't even wear gym shoes like that. When you working and you busting moves all day, I slide some flip flops or some steel toe Melitarso boots on and go to work all day. When you get older, I like to go out, but Detroit, we gotta go out to the outskirts. I had Pumas in '98. Yeah, they coming back. I like Pumas, some of them. Let me see. Who wins, Garcia or Easter? I got Garcia, man. I think he just too fundamentally signed for Robert Easter. If Robert Easter had some fundamentals and he had more than one Kevin Cunningham, and I got to see him a couple fights, then, I'll be good. How did Tyson disrespect Wilder? You got to follow that, man. He disrespected Wilder. Just hating on him and saying crazy shit. You got to go back and look at the articles, man. He was just hating and saying some crazy shit about Wilder. All of them was hating on Wilder, but he did kind of try to mend the fences with Wilder, though. He said he thought Wilder was getting better. That was a step in the right direction. But that nigga been hating on Wilder for so long. Because they mad because Wilder going to creep up on 50-0. And people going to say, well, he 50-0. Well, who did Marciano beat? And that's going to be the argument. They can't say nothing. That's why they don't want Wilder to have that Joshua fight, bro. Because they know that's going to be his marquee win. Then if you get Tyson Fury on there, it's a wrap. He surpassed Klitschko, too. Both of them. With them 2 wins, Fury and Joshua, and 50-0, with what? 49 knockouts? You can't argue that. Even people in history books, they don't look back and say, oh, Marciano fought that guy, this guy. Unless you got real historians that look back and looked at that, but that's what it is, man. That's how they're going to look at it. They're going to look at the book. Oh, this guy was 52-0 with 51 knockouts. He got to be the greatest. You see how time goes on, people forget how good Sugar Ray Robinson was? Sugar Ray Robinson was a motherfucker, dog. I go back and watch tape on him from time to time. Just sit at the crib and just watch fights, man. He was amazing, dog. And one of my guys, Smooth Cat, he liked to watch Henry Armstrong. He like that's his guy, the little guy. My guy Sugar Ray Robinson, man. I love to watch a Valentine's Day Massacre with Jake LaMotta. Man, he had the sweetest left hook. He killed the nigga with a left hook. See, people don't know. He killed the nigga with a left hook. He got a body. I ain't glorifying that. He wasn't happy about it, but that's who Muhammad Ali. He paved this game after Sugar Ray Robinson. He used to always say, "This is how Ray Robinson do it." He cut from that cloth. A lot of the heavyweights wanted to fight like the smaller fighters. A lot of guys don't know that, man. Why do you believe Hearn's contract to Rod was robbery? Why do y'all believe? I think he said, why do y'all believe Hearn's contract to Rod? Ain't nobody said the contract was robbery. I mean, they still going through the contract, so I can't say nothing. Shelly Finkel, they gonna go through the contract and they gonna do what you do. They gonna go through that bitch with a fine tooth nail. And they gonna say, just like when Wilder got proof of funds in the contract to fight for 50. I mean, Joshua got the proof of funds in the contract to fight for $50 million. He came back to Al Hammond. He had a couple questions. Eddie Hearn was on record saying that he had a few questions, and the answers to questions, and obviously, they bitched out. But yeah, he gonna go through the contract, have a few questions about this rematch clause and stuff of that nature. It's just, hopefully it get done because really Joshua don't have nowhere to go. Either he going to Russia, it look like, or he gonna fight Wilder in the UK. Puma's coming though. Nipsey and them making them cool again. Yep. Well, what's good, brother? This is Stephen L. Hawkins. I'm new to your page. Yeah, Garcia taking the win. Yeah, a lot of us would like to see Robert take the win or Robert do well, but we already know Robert can use that height for 3 rounds, and Mikey can hit him to the body or graze his head. He go like a wild one mongoose and jumping back in. Like I said, Mikey Garcia. We can get into this, and we can get in this in a minute about Mikey and Earl. I'm gonna tell you why Mikey is gonna have a chance versus Earl. I'm being a minority. I'm probably being a very, very slim minority about that. And the reason I feel that Mikey, who's our number 1 fighter of all time, Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson's the number 1 fighter. But to get to talk about why Mikey have a chance versus Earl Spence is because Mikey is very fundamental. I think he's the most fundamentally sound fighter in the game, man. He's very fundamental. Especially with loose Ortiz, he's always in position to attack or defend. His hands always back home. His technique, his IQ. His jab is good. He knows how to attack. He knows how to outbox you. He knows how to move good enough. Mikey gonna have a chance versus anybody from 35 to 47. It's just the way it is. It's just how talented he is as a fighter and how fundamentally sound he is. When you got them fundamentals down pat, you're gonna have a chance now. The other stuff about physically is the reason why he won't beat Earl probably. He probably don't punch hard enough to keep Earl off of him. He probably not going to be able to really, do certain things, they need to do, versus Earl, have enough pop to keep Earl off of him. But the technique, he gonna have it. He gonna have the defense on pat. He gonna be in the fight to win it for a minute, dog. Don't sleep on Mikey, dog. People say I'm a Mikey head because I don't say he elite, but people don't know elite. People don't know elite is a very, very high honor. It's a very, very upper echelon, thing. You just don't set the bar low for elite. I heard somebody say Danny Jacobs was an A fighter. Absolutely not. He's not an A fighter. And that's another live stream we can have sometime tonight or in the near future. Who is an A fighter right now? Come on. Who is an A fighter? That's hard to talk about right now. There's not too many A fighters walking the face of this earth because to be A fighter, you got to dominate another good fighter in a 50-50 fight. These guys with A fighter traits and A fighter skill level, but when you talk about A fighter, he got to be the elite of the elite, the creme de la creme, But I'm not going to get into that. But like I said, man, yeah, man, like I said, Mikey going to have a chance versus anybody. He's too technical, man. If he can, move up good and get strong, he can beat anybody. And people say, well, Earl is technical too. Earl is technical, but his technique is not like Mikey Garcia because he don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? Eric Jenkins, you speaking on Jake LaMotta, your classic fighters. Yeah, Jake LaMotta, man. Motherfucking beast. Like I said, Ray Robinson, man. Woo-hoo. Y'all ain't seen Ray Robinson fight, man. Boy, Y'all talking about Floyd? That motherfucker would have knocked Sugar Ray Leonard ass in the dirt. Trinidad, Oscar, all them. Dude was bad, man. He was bad. That left hook, combinations. We talking about a combination punch. People talking about Gary Russell. Make Gary Russell look like a puppy. Yeah, Mikey's a Tim Duncan in boxing. Yeah, I agree with that. Wilder been sent the contract today. No, Wilder was sent the contract yesterday, Tuesday. Shelly Finkel did an update this morning, said they were revising it. They doing what they doing. They're gonna read through it and make sure everything kosher. And then we should know. But we might be headed for that though. Probably in 25 years, Eric when they talking to him. How is Jacobs not an A fighter? How can you How can you say Danny Jacobs an A fighter when his best victory is Peter Quillin? How can you say that? How can you call Danny Jacobs a fighter? He's 31-32 and never held a real world championship. That's not A fighter status. So you would put Danny Jacobs in the same category as Pacquiao when he was at his best. Floyd when he was at the A. You don't curve the A. We don't do curve grades. Either you were Pacquiao, Trinidad, Lennox Lewis. You in that A fighter, Vitaly Klitschko when he was fighting. You either Andre Ward. You either in that class or you not in that class. There's no curve to say, oh, he's an A fighter today. He's not an A fighter. Danny Jacobs is not an A fighter. Wilder is not an elite fighter. I'll tell you that to you. No, Wilder is not an elite fighter. Only guy I probably could say that's an A fighter. I mean, just off the top. I know there's a lot of guys that got A fighter traits. Listen to me. There's a lot of guys that got A fighter traits. But Crawford is about the only A fighter that I give an A grade to right now. That's it. What he's accomplished, and people say, well, he ain't fought nobody. I ain't trying to hear that. He moved up 3 times, and then motherfuckers like Regis and Mikey want to pop their head up, and Lippias want to pop their head up at 140. That's it, man. Outside of Canelo in his weight class, who better than Did you see Jacobs versus Saluki, my brother? Jacobs got beat up by Saluki, man. In my opinion, Jacobs is a good fighter. Let's see if he beat Derevchenko next and get his first real world championship. Like I said, at middleweight, dog, it's really no proven crown king other than Triple G. That's it. Triple G is that guy at middleweight because of clout and because he got the hardware. He's even losing the belt, he gained the ring belt. He still got the hardware. I got Jacobs over Canelo. That's it. I mean, in my opinion. I know Jacobs didn't look good last time out, but it's an interesting style for Canelo. Like I said, man, Jacobs is not an A fighter, bro. I'm sorry, dog. Kovalev was an A before the Ward fight. I definitely disagree with that as well. Kovalev only beat Bernard Hopkins. When I say an A fighter, now y'all can say, okay, skill-wise, he A. When I say A fighter, he's accomplished. You know what I'm saying? He's accomplished whooping on at least one other elite fighter or dominating a division, like clearly. Danny Jacobs, I think his time has passed. That's my personal belief. I'm not saying that's true. I think Danny Jacobs is going to go down pretty soon. He's older. He's a good fighter, but ultimately, I think it's Jamal Charlo's division to lose now. Can Danny beat him? Hell yeah, Danny can beat Jamal Charlo. But I don't see it happening though. I don't see it happening. Like that's not too many A fighters right now. I mean, it's hard, man. You can say, oh, he looked like an A fighter. Yeah, some guys that do like A fighters, but let some of these guys start fighting each other. Once Earl can get Keith, and then once. How can I explain the A fighter thing, man, without giving away too much of my video that I want to do next? A fighters gotta, it's the same as a pound for pound. You gotta look the belt, you gotta look the part, and you gotta beat somebody. We'll see, man. We'll see. We can all think Earl is way better than Terrence, and Terrence go in there and make him look ordinary, make him like a C fighter, and then it all changes, man. Like I said, Crawford is the only A fighter that I rate as an A fighter right now. That's the only guy where I'm a tough grader. I don't curve my scale for nobody. The way I graded Ray Robinson, the way I graded Ray Leonard, the way I graded Roy, and I graded Floyd, I grade these guys the same way. And will there rise to be, will there A fighters to be that become up? Hell yeah, it's gonna be a lot of A fighters that's gonna come up. Trust me, it's gonna be a lot of A fighters. The Charlos potentially can get there, Herb can potentially get there with a lot of work. Earl can get there. Mikey can get there. It's some guys that's some real good B+ fighters, though. There's some really good B+ fighters out there. Really, really good B+ fighters. Billy Joe Saunders beat Charlo. That's your opinion. I'm telling you, he didn't want to smoke. Billy Joe Saunders got the hell about the division. Or he about to get the hell about the division. Billy Joe Saunders didn't want to fight nobody that was slick like him, dog. He didn't want to fight nobody. So we saying that he beat somebody. He going to middleweight, so we gonna super middleweight. We gonna see what he do against Gil. Joshua is not an A fighter, my bro. None of them guys on that list other than Crawford is an A fighter, bro. None of them. Spence is a strong B plus. Joshua is a B minus. Jacobs is a B minus. And if you're talking about Mikey, Mikey is as I said, is a B fighter. Or maybe a B plus. B plus. I'll give Mikey a B plus. Charlo has never asked to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Fight, so not sure where you getting that from. Yes, he did. He did call out Billy Joe Saunders. Go check your Twitter history. They was going back and forth. And he said it on wax that he wanted to fight Billy Joe Saunders. That's a fact. He did say he wanted to fight Billy Joe on several occasions. You talking about a guy in me that follows everything. I see mostly everything. He did. Billy Joe Saunders got the fuck up out the division. He gonna fight the Gale. He not trying to fight the Young Lions. Triple G, he ain't fought nobody. I'm sorry, dog. He ain't fought nobody. He got A ability, man. But when he ain't no A fighter, man. He can close. Yeah, Canelo got A plus pay-per-view numbers. Yeah, for sure. Broner is an average fighter right now. I'll give Broner a C plus. Will the IBF strip DeGale if he fights Billy Joe Saunders like they did Triple G? Nope, because James DeGale, the reason I believe they won't strip James DeGale is because James DeGale just fought his mandatory in Caleb Truex and just won his title, matter of fact, excuse me. And Billy Joe Saunders is a champion move. They're going to sanction the Billy Joe Saunders fight. It's money for them. They did. You can go. You can search interviews of. He said Charlos Jamal said if I fight Billy Joe Saunders, I'm gonna make him come to me, because they was arguing over Chris Eubanks Jr. how Billy Joe Saunders was disrespecting Chris Eubanks Jr. What current heavyweight has accomplished more than Joshua in the 4 or 5 years? In my opinion, I don't curve my scale. So you saying Joshua's an A fighter and Muhammad Ali is an A fighter? They're nowhere near. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? They're not close, Troy. So my scale for A fighters is he's not Muhammad Ali. He's nowhere close to Muhammad Ali. It's just how I grade fighters. Joshua's not an A fighter today. Joshua, he's not an A fighter. He don't have no defense. His jab is okay. His left hook is sloppy. He don't move his head. He can't take it on the chin since Klitschko knocked him out to the. Y'all gonna see what Wilder do to that boy, dog. I ain't gonna just say nothing. Y'all just gonna see what Wilder do, man. And let me tell y'all this, dog. When Wilder, or I'm gonna say this, if Wilder knocks Joshua out, I don't want to hear, oh, he hit him behind the head, he low blowed him. Oh, I don't hear no excuses, dog. Because anybody with a set of eyes can see Anthony Joshua is not a good fighter since after fighting Klitschko. He's not a good fighter. I'm not saying that Wilder is that much better, but I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lot of crying and flower bringing if they fight. You know, you look at Joshua, you look at fucking Muhammad Ali, you tell me that Joshua's an A fighter like Muhammad Ali. No, he's not. You know, not at all, man. No disrespect to Troy Graham, but he ain't no A fighter, man. Fuck out of here. Ain't no A fighters in boxing but Crawford right now, man. No, I know you didn't mention Ali, but I'm telling you this. I don't curve my grading scale for nobody. So when I say these guys are in the A class, Troy, I can't put him in the class with them. He's not an A. He'll never be an A fighter. Yes, he's regressing because he got knocked out. We got knocked down, excuse me. He needs time to recover. You know, he don't know if he want to put 20 pounds of muscle on or take 10 pounds of muscle off. He don't know what he want to do. Why didn't? I don't know what he said. He's not spelling right, bro. Fight Chris Go when you had the chance. I don't know why Chris Go is you voice. I don't know why you fight Klitschko. You ask him that. You could ask Deontay Wilder why he didn't fight Klitschko. That was his fault. Fury sure deserved that fight, though. I will say that. Fury deserved that fight. Fury had beat everybody up under the sun besides Wilder. And Wilder, they didn't want to put Wilder in there with nobody. They didn't feel Wilder was ready. He spoke on that. Wilder said his handler said he wasn't ready, so he wasn't ready. I can't force a motherfucker to be ready. In my opinion, Ward isn't an A fighter. I respect your opinion, Miguel Cruz. Ward was an A fighter. Wasn't nobody whooping Ward, man. You know, wasn't nobody whooping on Ward, man. Nobody. Nobody whooping Ward. Ward was an A fighter. Ward was too smart for them boys. Ward, they took, what, 2 years of his prime? He came back and still fought the boogeyman. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Kovalev. Oh, he hit him low. He hit him. Don't fucking matter. Kovalev quit. Kovalev quit. Did he not quit? Kovalev quit. Y'all want to make all these excuses for Kovalev. He lost. He lost. And y'all want to talk about the first fight? Let's keep it real, man, before we get up here. Let's keep it real about the first fight. HBO wanted Kovalev to win. That was all the hype. HBO, Kovalev still got an HBO deal. HBO didn't even give Andre Ward a deal to come back. So Kovalev had the upper hand. Y'all want to bring that back up? Kovalev got whooped. Kovalev got whooped, plain and simple. Ward cracked him with that right hand. He went to crying. Then he went to leaning over. So Ward won't hit him in the body no more. Y'all seen him? Like he's about to throw up. So he brought them low blows upon himself. Stand up like a man. Then your trunks all the way up here. Your balls ain't shit but down there. Ward hit him right on the belt line. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm about to get up out of here. Ask these last questions. CJ, I feel Spence getting too confident with coming straight forward through the fire and stopping guys. Might be his demise against Bud. Yeah, it could be his demise. Could be his demise, but he can box too, though. So if he got to switch it up and box, he can box too. But, you know, I don't think he feel that no welterweight can stand up to his power. That's plain and simple. He very, very confident about that bullshit. He borderline boastful confident. CJ, if you get hitting the balls, get the fuck out. If you bend over like this, so nobody hit your body, you deserve to get hit in the balls. And please believe me, those cup protectors got more protection than y'all know. And he hit him on the belt line. He didn't go all the way to the nigga balls, unless he got baby balls. At the end of the day, Troy, you could say he had 10 years and 30 plus fights. Don't matter what. If Wilder's so garbage, if he needed 80,000 fights, why is Anthony Joshua scared to fight him? It's as simple as that. If this dude Wilder is a bum, he trash, he garbage, he this, he that. It ain't shit to fight a nigga that you know you're gonna beat. When you know you can whoop somebody, you ain't prolonging to putting it off. You gonna put it on him, right? I think Spence will show other parts in his arsenal against Bud. He might have to. He got hit in the ball. Where was it? Your ball's right here, bro? No, your ball's not right here. Put a cup protector on first and then tell me. Put a cup protector on. Trust me. That cup protector provide more protection than y'all guys know. He hit him on the belt line. And anytime you bend over, Kovalev bent over so he won't get hit in the body. And whoever, tell me I'm lying, that Kovalev didn't get bent over so he wouldn't hit in the body. He brought the low blow on himself. He can't fuck with Andre Ward. He knew it. And then what people don't know is Andre Ward was injured in the first fight. He was injured in the first and still came back and whooped Kovalev after 2.5 years off. 3 years off. He signed to fight Kovalev 3 fights before that. He fought Paul Smith. He fought the other guy that wasn't that good, with Barrera, then the other guy. Dude came back and fought him after fighting no elite fights in over 3 years and still whooped him. So you can't say nothing. He still whooped him. And Andre Ward wasn't the favorite in either one of them fights. Kovalev was the favorite. And Ward still whooped him. Moved up 3 years off. Still whooped him. Y'all can't handle that Ward whooped him, huh? Ward whooped him twice. I'm gonna keep saying it. He whooped Kovalev twice. Kovalev talk all that shit like he was gonna kill Ward in the second fight. He didn't do shit. He got whooped. Y'all still making excuses. Guess what? He got whooped. I'm gonna keep saying it until I get off. He got whooped. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Maybe we can do a live stream later. Like I'm gonna do some NBA draft coverage tomorrow, man, or later tonight. We got some news coming in about some things we got coming. Joint venture I got coming with some sports fans as well. I'm just got to put the finishing touches on it. Touch bases with the people I'm collaborating with. And when that news come in, though, it's gonna be monster though. And I got some other things I'm working on that can be life changing. other than the radio show and the other stuff. So that's why I haven't been really proactive on the logo. The logo is done though. It's done. Just getting the secondary logo, and I got some other stuff I got to get done, but it's done. But like I said, I got some potential life changing shit, man, coming, man. Like if it work out, I can't say nothing, but if it works out, it's gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be huge, and a lot of people talking junk. You know, they hating on me out there, man. When I drop this news, and if I can drop this news, it's gonna be crazy, man. Oh yeah, I know it's at 9, man. Yeah, got about a few minutes. Hit me up if you need logos or video. Oh yeah, go ahead. Hey, let's see what you got. I need one more logo. Dice Flawless. Hit me up in the DM, man. The Boxing Clinic and more at on Facebook, man. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm going to go follow you there. I'm my link to my Instagram. If you can inbox me right now, my link is in the description or the username to Instagram, Boxing Clinic 313. But yeah, appreciate you guys for coming on. I'm about to get on out of here, but he got whooped. Andre Ward whooped him. I gotta say that.